So we start again. Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Today class is on Mudra. Obviously, we discussed quite a few people regarding the Mudra, and I talked to Maniji, which and then obviously Rekha and a few other people talked about the Mudra they like, and so which is excellent. So what I'm trying to do is now, do we repeat that once more? What do you think, Maniji?
Okay. Do you want to highlight myself?
I can highlight you.
Oh, okay. Right. Yes, we do again mudra, and yeah, because they help you concentration. But I use a Prana Mudra here, because it helps you to give you a lot of energy, boost up your immunity, and it's good for your eyes. So when I do my eye exercise in the morning, I use this. So I use it for quite a while. And also I use Vayu Mudra, because if I got a lot of back pain or any, like knee pain, if I do a lot of exercise running about, I use that a lot as well. So I use those three mudra quite a lot. But I also use other mudra, like for the back pain, from Maruda Mudra. But these are the mudra, but we do it all in the classes as well. So, and Rekhaji explained the other mudra. So.
And also, I think, Rekha, you there? Yeah, I'll highlight the Rekha. Yeah, Rekha, good evening. What mudra would you like yourself? If you don't mind explaining us. Unmute yourself, sorry, yeah. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Right, it is called Samuh Mudra, Saman Mudra, or Trayo Dosha Nashak Mudra. Nasak means killer, so it's Vat, Pit, and Kapha. Our body is made out of 5 elements, 5 tattva, Panch tattva: fire, air, space, earth, and water. And also our body is composed of more than 70% of water. So Samuh Mudra, it is greatest, tremendous energy in a few minutes. Sabhi rogo ka ilaj hai Samuh Mudra. So 4 fingers touched by thumb. Place it upwards, because we always have energy coming from the universe. If you keep it down, no good. It's also good. This mudra also good for digestive, bloating, mind clarity of the thoughts, concentration, and self-confidence. If it's done in a duration of 6 months continuous, either daily or weekly, it does help. Vat, Pit, and Kapha, all of them. This is my favorite one. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'll now I'll go. You can highlight me myself, and I'll go into not sharing the screen now anyway. It doesn't matter. Can you see the screen anywhere?
Yes, we can see that screen. Yeah.
I think I did get a message that they're working on some kind of thing. I don't know. Right.
I think it's somebody's interfering your service.
That's right. That's what's wrong with. That's what I think. I think
Mudra therapy and all that is coming up now.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Mudra therapy now. That's what I'm going to talk about just now.
All right. Okay.
I'm doing that just now. Sorry. That's what today's lecture is about, how the mudra helps to benefit your health.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to talk about. This is the Samadhi Mudra. If you put 4 fingers over on top of each other and touching the thumb at the top, that's what Buddha used to do that for meditation. Very good mudra for meditation. Introduction of mudra is, mudra are the developed form of asana. There is no other action on the earth that gives the same result as mudra. The effect of mudra can be intensified with the breath, with the prana. Breath is the main vehicle for prana to enter the body. They can also be enhanced by visualization. Mudra expresses and channelizes cosmic energy within the body and the mind. What is prana? Prana is a life force, universal energy. It comes from food and water, air we breathe in, and the nature. More than 50% comes from breath. Breath is the main vehicle for prana to enter your body. Prana is source of all the movement in the universe. Even your body, everything happens to the body due to prana, like breathing, blood flow, digestion, elimination, cellular growth, healing, even reproduction, all happens due to prana. If we are unable to absorb prana, then body dies. Without prana, body can't survive. Prana travels through the thousands of tiny channels through the nerve system to the every cell of the body, in the body. When the thumb gets contact with the other finger, energy is directed to the various parts of the body. Very important. It's like a pulse, like a vibration or tremor. That's what prana is. The main storage center for prana is in your solar plex, in your nabi, your pit of the stomach. Prana helps to regulate the important function of human body, like burping. When you have gas formation in digestive system, you burp. Blinking, activate when we are awake and revitalize when we are asleep. Yawning, reducing tiredness. Sneezing, clearing your blockage. Opening and closing of heart valve, supplying oxygen to all the different parts of the body. It all happens through the prana. And the breath is the main vehicle for prana to enter your body. Flow of prana is intensive in the sole of the feet and the palm of the hand. The feet are closely related to the earth element and represent the negative polarity. Feet is negative. That's why when you walk bare feet in the earth in the morning, you can earth yourself, get rid of all the negative fluid. And in the palm of your hand is connected to the heart. It's the air element. It's a positive thing, polarity. Now, if you do a bee experiment, open your palm of your hand, gently breathing in and out, and gently bring your palms closer until the distance between them is almost about 1 centimeter. As you come closer, you'll feel the growing sensation of some kind of pulse, vibration between the palm of your hand. Feeling a pin and needle in between the palm of your hand. That's prana at work. And slowly as you go back, you can put the pressure back of your hand. That's prana at work. The use of mudra in this practice of pranayama is powerful tool to give maximum benefit and guide the flow of energy throughout the body. Mudra contributes to one of overall good health, but can be used as a preventive measure as well. The position of our hand is the ability to heal your body for emotional and spiritual as well. So doing even namaste is channeling the cosmic energy within the body to stay alive. Gives immense peace of mind when you touch the both hands together. Energy flows from the body, radiates to the tip of the nose, lips, and finger, and so on. Express our inner feeling. Mudra can channel cosmic energy within the mind and the body. Just doing pranayama, you're kind of giving a person in the front of you, you're giving them a kind of whole energy. Even when you touch somebody's feet, you cross your hand, you touch, right hand to left feet, left hand to right feet. Then you're connecting positive and negative, negative and positive to energize. The hand mudra that regulates the element. What are the elements? As already talked about by Rekha Jejwal, fire, air, space, earth, and water, which helps to awaken the Kundalini, upward movement of prana through your spine. The whole universe is constructed of 5 elements. Everything in the universe is made up of 5 elements. Fire, air, space, earth, and water. If you went to the school, in the school they taught you everything is made of, every molecules are made of proton, electron, neutron. Electron negative, proton positive, and neutron is negative. It's the same way of saying in the old science, everything is made up of fire, air, space, earth, and water. Fire is positive, air is positive, space is negative, earth is neutral, and water is negative. It's the different way of saying it. Important thing in mudra is when the tip of the thumb joins the tip of the other finger, respectively, element get balance. And so whenever your thumb touches any element, other element, you balance those elements. When the tip of the thumb joins the base of the other finger, then element gets increased. And when tip of the finger brought to the base of the thumb and you put pressure on it, then that element decreases. That's why we take the index finger, which is the Vayu Mudra, air. If you put that in base of the fire and press it, you reduce air in the body, joint pain, and so on. Fire is an important element. That's the thumb. It creates fire in the body, vitality, gives you energy. Heats the water, helps the formation of blood, flesh, fat, and bones. What happens when you don't have enough fire in the body? You become anemic, digestive problem, you faint, epilepsy, eyesight, cataract, acidity, skin problem, depigmentation, fever, loss of vital energy, diabetes, mental disorder. This all happens because lack of fire. And fire is a positive element. But if you have too much fire as well, it creates autoimmune disease, like rheumatism, arthritis, and so on as well. So really, yoga brings everything in balance. Air, it is a life itself. It regulates the function of heart, circulation of blood, and maintain balances. It helps to respiration, downward movement of prana. Nothing can move without air. That's why people with Vayu dosa tend to have a constipation, nervous disorder, blood pressure problem, lung disorder, depression, and so on. And it is a negative, positive element. And then you have the space. If nothing can move, you need the space that covers the entire body for air to circulate. What happens when you have blockage? You have thrombosis, varicose vein, sinus problem, heart attack, stroke. All these happens if there's a blockage. So really, all the space needs to be clear. Earth is obviously the physical structure of the body. It's a neutral element. And then you have the water. Your body, as somebody says before as well, 70% of the body is made up of water. Every reaction in body happens in water. It helps to remove the toxin from your body through lymphatic glands and helps to manage your cold, sinus, asthma, swelling. 90% of blood is made up of water. If you are dehydrated, then blood becomes thicker, then more chance of having blockage and heart attack and stroke as well. Blood clotting and problem of urination. So make sure you drink plenty water. That's why even in the hospital, when you have a surgery, they usually have juice or water fluid lying next to your bed to make sure you drink plenty of fluid. And sometime in care home for elderly as well, we monitor the amount of water they take and input and output to make sure they're not dehydrated. Very important. Body remains healthy if the 5 elements are in balance. They help to control the internal glands. And mudra can help a lot of help in recovery, even earache, heart attack, and so on. It helps to physical, mental, even moral aspect of individual. It can help you to heal a lot of health problems. It has an extraordinary power. So let's start some mudra now. We talked in general the science of mudra. Mudra is a king of mudra. The way you do it, you close your eyes, fold your tongue, roll the tongue upward, back to up the roof of the mouth, to the softest spot in the middle of the roof of the mouth. Gently apply the pressure to this point, the tip of the tongue. The nectar of life is activated by rolling our tongue upward and slightly backward. Mudra is called King of Mudra because it is capability to stimulate your master gland, which is a pituitary gland. It activates the parasympathetic nerve system. Your body conserves energy by slowing down the heart rate. So your blood pressure goes down, and your breath rate also lowers your breath rate. You breathe deeper, so you feel more relaxed. And the pituitary gland secretes the growth hormone, also is called the anti-aging mudra. It helps to increase the flow of saliva, so it helps to aid digestion and dissolve many diseases in the body. It makes the tongue more sensitive to taste, an individual element. The 5 taste, remember in yoga, in Ayurveda, 5 taste elements are very important for promoting health. Sweet, sour, salty, pungent, and bitter. Sweet is earth, sour is air, salty is water, pungent is ether, space, and bitter is fire. Then you have let's start. You all know about the Gyan Mudra. Index finger touching the thumb helps to improve your memory focus power. Very good for children. If they do that for 5 minutes before going to bed in night time, whatever homework they've done, next morning they'll remember. Makes you more focused, more concentration improves. Therefore, whatever task in front of you, you complete with flying color, which helps to makes you happy, and you reduce stress, which helps reduce your blood pressure and process. And this tip of the thumb has a center of pituitary and pineal gland. When we press this center of index finger, the 2 glands get activated, prevention of insomnia and sinus and all these things. Everything improves. It depends on because you're activating your pituitary and pineal gland just by touching index finger with your thumb. Next is very important, especially for female, for thyroid problem as well, Udan Mudra. Udan cures any imbalance or blockage of nerve impulse around the region of throat, makes prana flow freely, improve communication between the brain and all other organs. All communication need to pass through the neck. Neck is the loop. So improve your stammer, defective speech, and better communication. So this is Udan Mudra, 4 finger touching together, little finger. We'll do some demonstration afterward once we slide finishes. Next is Vayu Mudra, very useful. But as I said to you, when you take the element finger, put the base of the fire and press it, you suppress the element. So Vayu goes down. So your Vayu dosa, Vayu jisko dosa hota hai, usko kam karega and prevention pain. Any air, too much air in your body creates inflammation, which creates joint pain, arthritis, and so on. Just by doing this, you reduce your pain as well. Good for arthritis, joint pain, paralysis, Parkinson, sciatica pain, knee pain, any kind of gas formation because of the constipation or not eating right kind of food, and also relieve any kind of pain, spondylitis, any kind of, and all improves any kind of pain across the body. This mudra. Next is the Prana Mudra, as Mani was talking about it, well, very good for, because prana is a body to alive, you need prana. Prana Mudra is the one you touch the thumb with your index finger, little finger, and the ring finger. Body becomes active, healthy, energetic, cures problem eyesight, and enhance your immunity. So it plays a very big part in promoting health, especially today's climate of COVID-19. Then you have the Apan Mudra. Apan Mudra is able to detox your body through your sweat, through the kidney function, your bowel movement, and breathing out. 70% of toxins are got rid of body through breathing out. And also it gets rid of any negative thoughts in your mind as well. Makes sure, so it really plays a very important part, Apan Mudra. And next is the Surya Mudra. Surya, by putting the ring finger, which is the earth, you put the base of fire. So what's going to happen to the earth? It will go down. So you reduce your weight. You energize your liver. So help to lower your cholesterol and so on. Useful for diabetes, liver-related problem, lowers your cholesterol and reducing risk of heart attack and so on. Plays a very important. Liver is your chemical factory. This will help to activate your liver. And people with liver problem have to do this longer. Then people with high blood pressure, Apan Vayu Mudra. See, before I start next slide, every mudra has a lot of benefit. So really, first you do pranayam with certain mudra for prevention. But if you have certain problem, then you do those mudra longer. But make sure when you're doing mudra, no point doing mudra and saying you're doing a Apan Vayu Mudra and saying to yourself, what is for dinner today? Then you won't get the benefit. Your mind needs to focus. What your mind thinks, body delivers. Very important. So Apan Vayu Mudra is like a medicine for high blood pressure. It strengthens the heart muscle, prevents palpitation, weak pulse, and so on. Provide relief in the event of heart attack. Also useful for eliminating headache and asthma. And people who get out of breath climbing stairs, if you perform this, then makes your lung muscle stronger, then you won't get out of breath. And Varun Mudra, very important. I said to you, dehydration plays a big part. It helps to purify the blood through more fluid, cures the skin problem, makes the skin soft and shiny. And a lot of skin disease like a blood disorder, pimples, all that kind of will help to recover from this. And Ling Mudra is people with low blood pressure. Ling is like a ling. You do interlock all your four fingers together, left thumb sticks out. Very good to increase, manage your blood pressure. Low blood pressure comes back up. Also very good to heat the body up. So very good for cold cataract, asthma, cough, sinus problem, paralysis, and so on. It helps to dry up the phlegm. So make sure when you're doing this mudra, drink plenty of water, although you get dehydrated. One is remember I said to you, this time the ring finger is earth, you're touching the tip of the fire. So what you're doing is you're increasing your weight or you're balancing it. It can go up or go down as well. And that's why Prithvi Mudra is very good for hair growth, increases your hair growth because you're increasing it, reduce heat from the body, and very good for kapha dosa, balances the kapha as well because you increase, and also good for thyroid and so on as well. And then Sunni Mudra, which is very good for people with hearing problem and have tridosa, help in discharge from earache, ringing ear, hearing loss, vertigo, morning sickness, and so on. It helps to increase your blood circulation. People have hot body, but hands and feet are cold. Sunni Mudra will help to do that. So what I'll do now is I'll try to combine some mudra now. This is Kaph Nastic Mudra. We want to put little effort and maximum benefit. To do that, you take the ring finger and the little finger, base of the fire, and press the fire. To perform this Kaph Mudra, bend the ring finger and the little finger towards the palm, and then join them and put the thumb with the pressure on it. And what that does is, this reduces kapha and increases pitta. So it's kapha nastic dosa. Kapha ko naska. If it comes to kill, you try to kill the kapha. Kapha increases your weight. So helps you reduce your weight and also energize your liver. And so very good mudra for people with kapha dosa. Kapha ko khatam karta hai. I'm trying to combine the two mudra together to give you the maximum benefit. Just give you, see so much thing. Next is the Sunni Vayu Mudra. This is the index finger and the middle finger. Put a base of thumb, Vayu Mudra and middle finger. So this is good for Vayu dosa, Also for ear pain, imbalance while walking, vertigo and so on, Parkinson, arthritis. It's a very good, that's why mudra, we start doing it rather than Vayu Mudra. This has a double benefit. Sunni Vayu Mudra. ये वायु को नाश करता है. Then Aswani Mudra is very good for people, for male, for prostate problem, and for female, for uterus fibrosis, and also urine leakage as well. When they cough and sneeze, fluid leaks as well. So what you do is sit in Padmasana, or Vajrasana, or even chair, and you pull your back passage up, like you want to go to bathroom, you can't find the toilet, trying to hold it, and you open and release it. You do that for 40, 50 times daily. That itself will help to make the muscle stronger and improve your health. Also for male, exercise the prostate. So prostate will grow bigger and prevention of prostate problem. And cures any gas, constipation, piles, and urinary problem as well. Very important, Aswani Mudra. Then you have the Sang Mudra, which is people who want to be a singer, makes your voice much more echo, much better through your throat. All you do is will show that through you hold the thumb, grab the thumb with forefinger and extend your forefinger and touch the thumb. It's like a sang. This also for budding singer want to change the voice much better, much echo and so on, and prevent stammering as well. But you have to do it for 15 minutes, 3 times a day for young children, and that will help to put stammer away as well. This is such Sang Mudra is very good for people with raging a Kundalini and for back problem as well. His spinal cord becomes straight and gains flexibility. Any slip disc problem is resolved. So it helps to from thyroid, curing speech, voice, stammering, remove problem related to your back passage as well, like piles and so on as well. So it plays a very important part. It's a complete from the top to the bottom, the whole spine. And we'll talk later about Meridian Mudra as well, which is very affects a lot of people with the back problem with Meridian Mudra. And I'll do the experiment when the slide is finished. This helps to support the health of the skeleton system with the spinal alignment, balancing upward movement and downward energy. Ida, Pingla, and Susmana Nari gets all energized. So energy can flow down and through the Susmana Nari comes all the way back up to your crown chakra, through the Muladhara, Swadhisthana, solar plex, your heart, your throat, your third eye, and the crown chakra. It boosts the gastric fire as well. It heals for piles, very good for piles as well. Prostate, nerve, bladder, plus diabetes as well. It stimulates the brain, thus activating the crown chakra as well. So it plays a very important part. Then you have we all been doing it for a long time. Adi Mudra for COVID-19 to make the lung stronger. This mudra, the thumb is pressed inside the palm of your hand, close around it, making it gentle fist. The name of this mudra comes from Sanskrit word means fist. It increases the capacity of the lung. Adi Mudra is also thought to stimulate the brain, your throat. It calms and quiets the mind, nervous system, helps reduce snoring, bringing more oxygen into your throat and head. It stimulates the brain, thus activating the crown chakra as well. So it plays a very important part of the mudra. And last but not least, method of confirm whether the solar plex is in order or not. Your line 1 heart line should match, then line 3 and 4 should be together. If they're not, then you have your solar plex is going down and you have to correct that. And if you do have that solar plex not right, the easiest way is to put your hand there in your palm of your hand and like taking a left, do that 10 times for right hand and 10 times for left hand. Prevention is better than cure. If you do that regularly, you won't have it. There's a lot of diseases have different mudra can cure it. Anxiety, irritability, Gyan Mudra. Depression, Gyan Mudra and Prana Mudra. Cough, cold and sinus, Ling Mudra and Surya Mudra. Tonsillitis, Sang Mudra. Constipation, Apan Mudra. Piles, Saj Sang Mudra. Acidity, Apan Vayu Mudra. Fever, Apan Vayu, Ling Mudra and Varun Mudra. Itching, Varun Mudra, and dehydration, Varun Mudra, and so on. Liver problems, Surya Mudra, Sang Mudra, and Saj Sang Mudra. Headache, Apan Vayu Mudra. Migraine, Gyan, Apan Mudra. Asthma, Ling, Surya, Apan Vayu Mudra. Low blood pressure, Pran Mudra, Apan Mudra, and Ling Mudra. obesity, Surimudra, thyroid problem, Suri Sank, Saj Sank Mudra, backache, Apanvayu Mudra, Prana Mudra, and also Satika as well. You can do the Merudan Mudra as well. So you can see how it's done scientifically, it's been done through the whole thing. So what I'll do, I'll stop share the slide just now. Let me highlight. Sun is shining on it. What I'll do now is hope you find that interesting. Not hope you believe in the mudra, how important mudra is. Like just like a science. It's been well educated, it's been well diagnosed and done a lot of good practice on it. So let's do some. If you're sitting down, let's feel the prana first. Put your both hands on the side. Just bring them slowly towards you. Feel the sensation of pulse, vibration between the palm of your hand, pin and needle. When you come within 6 centimeters, you can feel the pulse, and that's prana at work. Gently, when you slowly go back, you can feel the pressure in the back of the hand as well. That's prana at work. That's why in some of the Chinese yoga, they do a lot of meditation. They use the palm like a, if you do this again, you're energizing your body. You're getting the more chi, and they call it chi. We call it universal energy. Or you can do it, breathe into air, you through your palm, you collect the energy, and breathe out through your mouth. Just by doing this, you energize yourself. So let's highlight that again. Everything, universe is made up of 5 elements: fire, air, space, earth, and water. Let me highlight myself. Fire, air, space, earth, and water. The science of mudra is when the fire is an important element. Wherever the fire touches, that balances the element. Air or whatever, or water, whatever you want. When you put the element, fire, to the base of the element, you increase the element. And then you take the element, put the base of the fire, and press it, you suppress it. That's roughly the science of the whole thing, the way it works. And prana plays a very important part, universal energy. If you touch your 5 fingers together, both hands, what happens to your mouth? You find saliva starts coming in your mouth. That's prana at work. Now do another experiment for me. Put your hand in Gyan Mudra upside down on the knee, like this. Like you see Maniji doing it, nice, gentle. And then gentle back his chair, take a couple of deep breaths, and tell me which part of where the air is going, to the bottom of the lung or the top of the lung. Can anybody, where do you feel the air is going? You can mute yourself, one person, and speak up, no problem.
Is it bottom? Is it bottom?
That's right, going to the bottom.
Bottom, yeah.
That's how mudra works. Now, I've done that to doctors as well. Some of the doctors say, but nobody taught us that. But that's what happens. Now, if you take the Adi Mudra, open your palm of your hand, put the thumb in the middle, and make a tight fist. Really tight. And put down your knee. Now, breathe in. Now, what happens there? Your air will go right to the top of the chest. So people with asthma, they panic because they can't breathe properly. So they have to do those exercises. We do that daily chin mudra and Adi Mudra. Slowly, their inhaler will go away. They don't have to inhale. Their asthma will completely go away. So you tell me, if you're somebody having and also, so I like to do that in Vastrika, deep breathing. So and also we do Kapalbhati as well, which is able to forcefully expand the lung. So let's put Adi Mudra and just do a breathing for.
I need to put the mudra thing on. Something else as well.
So you didn't get that.
Yeah, because I've told Nanju to look as well. She can't do exercise, she can do mudra. She can, if she gets a chance, she can look at it. Right. You don't got the Stravanji's on, can you?
Sorry, let me just-
Can you please mute yourself what it is?
Sorry.
Yeah, I think my system's working now better now. I can see everybody now. Thank you, Malaysia. Everybody's got quiet now. Two people going hands up as well. I need to move them. So you can see now. Let's done the breathing in. Now holding Adi Mudra, do the Kapal Bharti to expand the toe. It's good for everybody. That will make your to fight the improve your lung oxygen intake in your lung as well. That's how you can improve your lung capacity just by doing those and do some physical exercise. We've been practicing daily in our yoga class. Sometimes people think, is it hocus pocus? No, it's not. It's a science. If you do it daily, you'll feel the benefit from it. Very important. So what I would like to do now is, if there's any question on what we've done so far, then I'll talk about Merudan Mudra, how important it is. Any question anybody would ask? You can put your hand up, anything you want, anything at all. Then one person unmute yourself and can say any question at all.
Is it unmuted? Yeah. Oh, hello, Savanji. Thank you for an excellent demonstration. How long, my question is, how long do you keep your hands in mudra, and what's the maximum time you can hold on to the mudra? I mean, minimum and maximum time.
The mudra doesn't have any side effect. So sometimes if you see the priest, people who are high priest, but when they're walking for hours and hours, they go around touching all 5 fingers like this, balance all the elements. So you can do it for, the problem is we are working as well. We have to cook food, we have to do certain things. So we can't do that all the time. But really when you're doing pranayama, then you get the maximum benefit of pranayama when you're doing it. And also when you're sitting down, it's like somebody said to me when I was taking training in London, can my son hold the Gyan Mudra in front watching TV? Will he get intelligent? Yes, he will get good. He will be very intelligent watching TV. So really, depending how you're doing the whole process, it's really, you have to do longer. But there's no side effect to it. You can do it longer depending on your time you can allocate. And really, it's a good question. It's nothing, it's no side effect to it at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Sorry, Uncle, do you have to do it on an empty stomach, or can you do it?
No, you can do anytime. Mudra doesn't have any, you're not doing any exercise. All you're doing is you're connecting, you're sending the prana to, when you hold mudra, you send the prana to that part of the body, that organ. When I'm doing Adi Mudra, I'm sending the energy to my top section of the lung. That's where air is going. The mudra, all it does is directing the prana, which is all around us. When you're breathing in, into that, where you want to go. If I want to go to liver, it will do that, it will go to liver.
Thank you. So if you do the all 5 fingers, does that do everything? So you don't need to do
that's a 5
separate?
finger, as Rekha said rightly so, you're balancing your Vayu, Pitta and Kapha. Vayu, Pitta, Kapha is catabolism, metabolism and anabolism. Cells are dying, new cells are being born, and digestive system. It's all happening. But just holding it together, all finger, you're balancing. A lot of people are born with Vayu, Pitta, Kapha, depending on their parents. But you can change those with type of food you eat as well. So really, by doing this mudra, you actually, whatever problem you have, you're trying to get rid of it and promoting health. You can find that by holding your finger there near your palm of your hand. Which one, that's Vayu, Pitta and Kapha. Depending which one vibrates, that's the dosa you're at the moment. By eating certain food, you can balance it, and certain mudra, this will help to balance as well. So this is, as Rekha said, this is a very good mudra to do when you have a lot of dosa problems.
Thank you.
Can I go forward now to next lecture?
Oh, नमस्कारम श्रवण जी पूर्णिमा।
नमस्ते पूर्णिमा जी, नमस्ते पूर्णिमा, नमस्ते।
मैं पूछ रही हूँ कि जो खेचरी मुद्रा है वो कंटिन्यूअसली हम कर सकते हैं स्टैंडिंग सिटिंग?
Yeah, it's one of the best mudra to do meditation, because once you roll your tongue back up to the top, you're, rather than thinking outward, your mind goes inward to find who you are, what's the purpose of life, what you're doing in the. So it's a very good for meditation. Your mind doesn't go anywhere else. It sticks to yourself, your body.
Yes.
And that's when you connect with your own self. That's where you find the, see, breath is the main vehicle for prana to enter. That connects your mind and body together. That mind is conscious mind and subconscious mind,
That's
which
right.
connects with your soul. And then once you connect with your soul, then you lead to your spirituality. So going to temple, going to Gurdwara, all this, you won't connect with your soul spirituality at all. First, you have to find the God within you. Then I know the God is just in all of you. So you all are part of we are part of a family. And that's what we are. And the world will have better peace and so on, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Really
continuously we can do it all the time, anytime, anywhere.
Yes, because sometimes when I'm doing pranayama, I do that anyway. Once you do, try Krishna Mudra, do Krishna Mudra, your breath will be deeper automatically. And you taste saliva, your saliva will increase. So you taste the food better. Your food will taste much sweeter, much nicer, more healthier for you. Very important.
Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you. No, my pleasure. No. I'm sorry about the today, bit of a hiccup with the computer
It's
happening.
Very good program. Very good program.
Kind of got me, but kind of haywire. My wire again, my connection went all kind of haywire. Kind of, I lost the plot. So let me talk about the Meridian Mudra now. I'll do a slide just now. Oh, it's going to circle again. Oh God. I think it's to do with the internet. They're working on the internet as well. And this area, they did send a message, I think. Doesn't matter. Right. I'll talk about Meridian Mudra now. I've managed to fix, I went to Los Angeles when I was doing training there. One of the PYPT member had an accident in the car. So when he went to the hospital, obviously the disc was slightly damaged. So they wanted to remove the disc by surgery. But he believed in Swamiji and obviously didn't want to do it. So he did, we consult together and we managed to talk about it. And then we discussed the Meridian Mudra. By doing that exercise within a couple of months, after last time I seen him was 15 years ago, he's still walking around doing everything live with no surgery at all. That's how good Meridian Mudra is. I can't tell you how I've got to sleep this myself. So I do that especially for lower prime. So let me prove to you now. If you highlight myself again, sorry. If you hold the mudra like this, now breathe in, put your down your knee, just breathe in and out and tell me what's happening to your spine. Just breathe in, 5 deep breaths. Feel your back, which part of the spine is stretching? Tell me what you're feeling, what's happening to your back? Anyone?
Upper. It's upper
My
part
back
of the
is going up.
spine. Upper part of the spine.
Is moving.
Moving, yeah.
That's
And when you
No,
breathe
it's the
down,
lower one. Lower one. The
I
lower
feel
bit.
from bottom to going up.
That's it. I'll tell you. Let me explain to you. What happens is just by holding the thumb like this, your top half of the spine gets fixed and bottom half moves like an elastic band. So top half moves. So top half is moving up and down. The bottom stage is stretching. That way, most people tend to have a lower back pain. Just by doing this mudra, you're able to fix that. Try that again now. Do that again and just breathe in now. Now
Sorry,
you feel
Shravan, if you're leaning your back onto something, would it still work?
How do you mean leaning back on something? No, you need to be square. You need to stay straight.
Straight, but I'm
You need to.
leaning on the chair or something, leaning.
No, wait. If I'm
away.
sitting in the chair, but still have to sit straight. You can't be supporting your back. Then there won't be movement. You have to no support at all. Spine needs to be straight and breathe in. Then you'll feel the top pulling up the way.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
the
doesn't
body-
lean
to
back.
get rid of any lower back
Yeah.
pain from L4, L5, and things like that. And we all have back problems because we sit in the chair all the time. Due to modern lifestyle, we go through a lot of tension and stress, long hours working on your laptop, sitting in the traffic behind the car. Due to these several other reasons, we suffer from several back pain, spine problem, and slip disc. One of the main causes of physical sickness nowadays is the lack of movement in the spine. Our 90% stimulation of the brain is generated from the movement of the spine. So the proper movement of the spine is important for a healthy body and mind. But what if there comes some blockage in the spine? This mudra can help to get relief from both acute and chronic back pain. Keep your spine straight while performing this mudra. This will encourage you to flow of energy into the spine. So Meridian Mudra is the best treatment for problem related to the back pain. Strain on the back due to gardening, cleaning, working, cooking, working the computer, continuous mental stress, fear, heavy meal, little sleep. All these will help with this mudra. So just by putting this mudra like this, breathing in and out. Try it. Do it for, so you'll feel if you have any, prevention is better than cure. If you do it, then you won't get the back problem. That's the better way. With the smile, if you smile, you get double the benefit. If you don't smile, you get half the benefit. You make the choice. Today I'm really exhausted because I've been working last 5 hours on this slide as well. Now I can't display it, so I'm kind of disappointed. I'm sorry. Next day.
Charanji, I just want to know if, like, I have problem with osteoarthritis.
Yes.
Even then, can I do this?
Yes, because you're not forcing it. You're doing it gentle. You're not forcing your. Whenever you have arthritis, you want to strengthen your muscle. That's what this does. Without supporting the back, so supporting your joint rather than using. So you can't do any jumping exercise. You have to make sure everything is nice and simple, and make your muscle stronger to support the joint and stretch the joint gently. But same time, you have to take a lot of vitamin D3 and K2. I take 3,000 to 5,000 units of D3 daily and K2 for 100 micrograms. They are like Tom and Jerry. One helps the other. Vitamin D3 absorbs the calcium in your body, and K2 takes it from where there's no require into your joint to make your bone stronger. Your honeycomb joint, so you don't have a osteoarthritis, osteoporosis. So you have to take that. I think we did talk to you before as well. I'm sure I'm taking that daily myself. I'm not young chicken anymore. I'm 69, so I need to look after my health. And that's what I'm trying. Prevention is better than cure.
Thank
Anything
you.
anything I'm telling you, I'm doing it myself, kind of idea. And also this activates the flow of prana to the Sushumna Nadi, to the spinal cord, helps to awaken the Kundalini as well when you have this spine mudra, this one. Now try this one for me. Put your hand like this. Now breathe in, see what happens to your muscle. Does your muscle go in or does it go out? Do that for me. Does it go in or out? Anyone?
It's
What you-
inward.
That's right. Whichever the thumb goes.
It goes
In,
inward.
That's right. See, that's what mudra is. Mudra is a science. That's why some of the doctors couldn't understand how this happens. Now do the opposite now. See what happens. It will go out the way. Doesn't matter what you
Yeah.
try. That's magic. See, nobody taught us that in the school either. This is science of mudra. It's such a, God has created us, He's given us all the tools to heal ourselves. We only use 10% of our brain, 90% inactive. We have to activate it. Very important. And also, this mudra really extends well. Something else I want to say there. So this mudra and also doing this mudra is very good for upper part of the body, and this is very good for lower part of the body. So what would you do if you have a spondylitis or a problem in the upper part? Then you do it this way. If you do that, your neck will pull up and bottom will flex and the middle part will stretch like elastic band just by doing this. See, you can see some of the people, the chest, the top part is moving up just by doing this. You don't put it there, put it on your knee, it'll be easier. That's it, excellent. Well done, Minaji. Excellent, that's good. That's really, so really you can see how important mudra plays, and to get the maximum benefit of pranayama, mudra helps you to give you double the benefit. Now we're going to do some pranayama with you, show you, add certain movement to it to get the maximum benefit of pranayama. We're going to do some Kapalbhati in 6 different mudra for prevention. Prevention is better than cure. Right? But if you have certain problem, then prana mudra will change. But just now, we're trying to work on your system. After deka sapurja, all the part in your body is working well, then you don't become ill. Right? So we're trying to fix every single part of your body. That's what we're trying to do inside out. So really, first is your spine, to correct your spine. If you put this mudra and take it all the way back up and do Kapalbhati for 30 seconds, focusing on your spine. Excellent. Just by doing this, what happens if your spine, most people are sitting with the bend down. When you stretch it and you do Kapalbhati, it flex and goes on top of each other. So ultimately your spine becomes straight. That's what we're trying to do. Excellent. Next is you stretch your leg in the front. Doesn't matter if you're sitting in the chair, you can still do that. Take your right leg over the left leg. Right leg over the left leg. You can see Maniji doing it just now. Let me highlight it so they can see better. And then use your right hand to support your spine straight, and left hand comes around the leg and go around the back, twist around to the right side, and do Kapalbhati. That way you're kind of extending your spine and also exercising all the organs on the left side of the body. Your liver, left lung, your heart, your spleen, and left kidney, and so on. Next, do the other way now. Take the left leg over the right leg. Left hand close to your body. Keep the spine straight. The right hand goes over it. You see it, and then do Kapalbhati for 30 seconds. Excellent. Next, we will do the Udan Mudra. Because the communication between the brain and all the organs, they have to pass through the neck. Neck is the loop. So this plays a very important part. I'm a structural engineer. I look at everything, is a body is a structure. I'm not a doctor, but I'm a good plumber. I've tried to clear all your blockages. If the blockage is clear, energy can flow freely and prevent illness. So 4 fingers touching together. You can do that on the knee, sitting down, no problem. You can do that knee, no problem. That's if you want, but I want to give you maximum benefit. Hum log Bharati log hai. We want to put little effort and maximum profit. That's what I'm trying to give you. So you put down your knee like this, touch the shoulder blade, and you turn around. So you're twisting. So when you twist to the right, you exercise your spleen. When you go to the right, left, you exercise your liver. Also, you exercise your thyroid gland as well. Excellent. That's we do that for 5 minutes. Next, we go to the Sunni Mudra. Your index finger and the middle finger. Put a both of thumb. That will, and also what you have to do, I can show standing up, but you have to sit down. What you're trying to do is you rather nothing moves apart from your hand only. You get rid of all the vayu, extra vayu from your body, any joint pain, prevents it. Always listen to your body. Sometimes don't have to force, nice and gentle. Excellent. So we got rid of a lot of Vayu. Now we do the Prana Mudra, which is the little finger and the ring finger. You just sit down nicely on the knee and breathe, close your eyes, focus yourself, and do Kapalbhati for 30 seconds. Excellent. Well done. Now we got the prana. So use the prana to detox. We use the Prana Mudra, your middle like a deer pose. Your middle finger and the ring finger touching together. You can put on the knee, no problem. You can do that way. But I want to get maximum benefit. So put your both hands like this, touching your shoulder blades at the back and turning around. So when you're twisting around, you're exercising all the organs and also you're actually getting rid of all the toxin from your body. I use a lot of mudra with movement to give you the maximum benefit. Excellent. Next, used to do Surimudra. Now I change to the Kapha Nastic Dosa. You take a little finger and the ring finger, base of the fire, and press it like that. That increases your weight and also increases your heat in the body, digestive power, lowers your cholesterol. But this time, again, just you're twisting around both ways. That's the last one is Ling Mudra, Sunni Mudra. You do yourself a risk assessment. I done a risk assessment. My father was a doctor. You have a high blood pressure when he was 40. So I knew I will get it as well. But all I've done is with through pranayama, meeting Swamiji, doing yoga, I've delayed the whole process. Now I have blood pressure, but I've delayed the whole process by 10, 20 years, which is something positive. So really, before I didn't do any yoga at all. My lifestyle was completely different. But since I met Swamiji, I changed my life changed completely. So people with low blood, so you do your risk assessment. If your family has low blood pressure, or if you have low blood pressure, then you interlock your finger, you do the Ling Mudra. And people who have high blood pressure, they do the Vayu Mudra and Apana Mudra, both together. But even Ling Mudra has two benefits. One is for low blood pressure, also one for heating the body as well. So when I do Ling Mudra as well, with money as well, then I do Ling Mudra to heat what your mind thinks, body delivers. I'm doing it for increasing my heat in the body, and money is doing it for raising her blood pressure. We can make it normal because she tends to be low slightly. Okay, so let's do that. We both can do it for different purpose. The same mudra. Each mudra has different benefit. You wouldn't harm me because I have high blood pressure, but Ling Mudra wouldn't harm me because I'm trying to do it for heating my body up. It's very good for people with cough and sinus problem and things like that. Excellent. Now, Mani will do Apana Vayu Mudra as well. That has two different benefits. One is for people with high blood pressure. Also, this mudra makes the lung stronger. So when you're doing physical exercise, you won't get out of breath. So Mani is doing it for making her lung stronger. I'm doing it to improve my blood pressure. So let's do that for last 30 seconds. Take your both hands up in the air, rub them together. That's the sixth mudra I do daily to prevention process. But sometimes some people have certain problem. You can do for weight loss, you can do for thyroid problem, bit longer and bit more. The Kapalbhati is one of the main pranayam to exercise your lung as well. But when you're using your lung like a bellow, you're breathing out forcefully and in case the vacuum air falls in. But Kapalbhati is the one I use all the different mudra. And obviously, one of the most important mudra exercise also is the Alom Bilom, alternate nostril breathing. But that's one I like to do in Sunni Mudra. Index, middle finger, base the thumb like this. Left hand on your knee, right hand close your right nostril. Let's do that for 1 minute. Very good for all of us. If you're doing Khichdi Mudra, the difference is even better. Sorry, just give me a couple of minutes. I need nature's calling. I need to go quick.
Sorry, Maniben, what was this for?
We are doing Alom Vilom. So you're doing the Vayu and Sunni
What's
Mudra.
this mudra for? Oh, Maniben, you gone off.
Oh, sorry. You went not.
I didn't quite catch what
Alom
is
Vilom.
this mudra for.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing it for Alom Vilom to expand the lungs. So you do put left hand on your knee and the right hand. So you breathe in from the right, close your right nostril and then breathe from your left nostril. Then with the other finger, you close your left nostril and breathe out from the right nostril.
Sorry about that. I drink plenty of water. That's why it is so often. Excellent. Well done. So this is the part of mudra, which is question. Anybody else wants to ask any question on that again? What you've done? Anything you want further? You want to like to ask?
Go on,
Sorry.
I think.
Can
Oh,
I
Mina
just,
ji, yes.
sorry. Can I just ask the finger posture again for that? Anulom Vilom.
Okay. See, the way you can do any mudra you want. Some people like to do Vayu Mudra, but I like to do the index, middle finger both together.
Okay.
And then you use your right hand to do there. Always start with breathing left first and breathe out. And also, if you're doing Khichdi Mudra, that makes the breath deeper. The difference in temperature is bigger. The more chance of when you heat something, it expands. When you cool something, contracts. The best way to find benefit of Alom Vilom is eat yourself ice cream today, very quickly. Give yourself a headache. Like cold, when you're eating too cold, you get a headache. Then close your left nostril and breathe from right twice, and your headache will go away. That's so the right side heats the body up. The left side cools the body down. That's why people with low blood pressure have to breathe from right all the time. Breathe from right, breathe out from left. That will lower the blood pressure, increase the blood pressure. People with high blood pressure, breathe from left, breathe out from right. So left side lowers the blood pressure, and right side increases the blood pressure. But doing Alom Vilom brings everything in balance. But you can do any mudra. What I'm saying is, we are doing for prevention just now. If somebody has certain problem, then I will do certain mudra more of a certain longer kind of idea. Same with pranayam. Package of pranayam was Swamiji created: Bastrika, Kapalbhati, Alom Vilom, Bahya, Agnisa, Alom Vilom, and the Sitli, Sitkadi, and the Brahmari. It's all same. It doesn't matter even if you have cancer. The quantity changes, volume changes. You do it longer. It's certain thing. Same with mudra. Certain mudra you do more of it when you have certain health issues as well. Depending what kind of cancer you have, or what kind of arthritis you have, or joint pain and tennis elbow. So you do more of the hand exercise. If you have arthritis of finger, you do more of those exercise. Just depending on what problem you have, we can package the thing for you. But just now we're doing for prevention. Because in the class, we don't know what health issue each individually they have. But this will also help everybody, won't harm you, will help you to manage the condition better, whatever. Prevention is better than cure. That's one of the best things. Swamiji Mission is always saying that all the time. And health is your true wealth. Very important. Thank you. Anybody else? You all seem very quiet today. I hope I did all the talking to them, so my throat's out of. I hope you're enjoying your class. Yes,
Shravanji,
Boliye.
I've got a question.
Yes, Boliye.
I find that sometimes, my right hand is quite warmish, but the other left hand, left hand is warmish, but the right hand gets very cold.
Right. So what's happening is, obviously, if somebody has a stroke on right side, the stroke happens in left brain. So everything freeze crosses over, right? So what's happening is, in your side, one side circulation is weaker than other side. Follow me? So you have to improve that. So which side is weaker just now?
It's the right hand side which is cold.
Weaker. Cool. Because what kind of job you do?
No, I'm retired.
No. Before, what job you did before? That's what caused the
I used to be in the telecoms.
That's it. What job you've done has created the right nerve damage. And that's why your right-handed circulation is not as good as the other. I said to you, I'm a good plumber. I'm not a doctor, but I'm a good plumber. I can tell. I tell where the blockage is.
What happened to numbness hand? Hand numb.
Hand numbness is due to neuro problem because you're working the computer or your posture's not right. That's what's affecting it. That will lead to spondylitis later on as well. My dad died with spondylitis. He was a GP. He died with spondylitis. Before I didn't know what spondylitis was, but afterward, once I got involved with yoga, then I started learning everything. Now I'm not a doctor, but at the same time I have better knowledge of my body than anybody else.
Lovely. That's nice. Thank you, Shravanji.
Thank you, Shravanji.
Anything else anybody want to ask?
So what do I have
hello.
to do
Yeah.
for numbness?
So where is it? Which hand is numbness?
Both.
Yeah, so obviously you must be doing computer work or something like that all the time. Accountant or something. What do you do? What's your profession?
Because of my treatment, I think.
Huh?
Because of my treatment. Okay.
Or cancer treatment? Yeah. No. Okay. So the chemotherapy has damaged your nerve system. So it's a neuro problem.
Oh.
It damages your nerve system. That's why you give you tingling, feeling your finger, and you will tend to have a frozen shoulders, throat problem, everything like that, things like that. Because your communication is not as healthy as it should be.
Okay.
Thing is, eating but still doing yoga itself will fix it. And also taking ashwagandha. Ashwagandha nerve is very good for neuro problem.
Thank you.
हेलो जी
हेलो तारा जी
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा 2017 को हार्ट बाईपास हुआ था और लेफ्ट लेग से नर्व सारी निकाली थी फ्रॉम द बॉटम ऑफ द टो टू द राइट ऑन द हिप मेरे स्वेलिंग हो जाती है इसका कोई
स्वेलिंग हुआ इस पर सर्जरी कितना दिन हो गया हाउ लॉन्ग इट्स बीन
2017 को हुआ था बाईपास 3 साल हो गए
3 साल हो गए नहीं then obviously the damage they must have damaged something where see what happens is whenever you intervene or something like that you damage certain nerve system or certain things and that creates an inflammation the blood is flowing down but it's not going back up it's like a varicose vein kind of idea
that's it yeah
that's why it's done so obviously your valve is damaged the valve which closes when to pump the blood up the way it's not happening and that's why blood is staying down and you got the inflammation so what I would suggest once you get up in the morning put tights in your put the tubic grip in your knee so let the blood then go down as much
and compression socks
that's also take a haldi methi salt haldi methi ginger powder equal amount mix them together take half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon depending on your own and how hot you feel that will itself
haldi methi and
ginger powder ginger powder. Okay. That will help as well and also see depend I can talk to you individually when you talk to me separate because depending on if you're constipation you have other problem as well so I need to look at that I'm just talking in general just now I'm just talking in general
okay
thank you sir
another question is about the sinus mudra which one is it please can you repeat that
sinus one No, you're testing me now. My mind is so sinus is the best way. The acupressure is one of the best mudra. See the tip of the finger.
Yeah.
Tip of the finger. If you have some kind of any kind of pencil, and just tip your finger and rub it on the tip of the finger with the pencil, your sinus is clear.
Rub them.
Yeah, that's the acupressure is one of the best. But there is a mudra as well. Obviously, a Parana Mudra will help as well. Also, Ling Mudra. That'll hit the body. Now, my brain starts taking over now. Now I start thinking.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Can I ask a question? Sometimes, you know, I forget, I go to the fridge and I'm thinking, why am I here for? I forget what it happens for a couple of seconds, then I remember. So any mudra to improve the brain function?
Obviously, but the thing is, part of I think, obviously, I don't know but I don't want to ask you in public, but same time, it's more to do with Gyan Mudra will help definitely.
Okay.
But and also with Medavati, Medavati, Muktavati, Medavati, that gives you memory power increases. Brahman, like something to increase your brain capacity, inflammation of brain, or you might be working, depending what kind of job you did, you might need computer thing there, posture not right. So no enough blood supply going to your brain, and that's the lack of memory power, depression, get angry very easily, and so on. Kind of, I don't know. So what if you when you talk
He
to
said
me,
the main problem is
It's a pressure point on top of the thumb, isn't it? That will
that's
be
right.
yeah.
Usually what do I do a cloth peg,
Yeah.
the cloth peg thumb mein. That cloth peg, that itself will get rid of headache.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Because health is about yoga. I said to you, that's why last 5 weeks I've been doing.
आपने जो यो ज्ञान है तो राइट हैंड से ब्रीदिंग करने का है, राइट नोज से
नहीं लेफ्ट से स्टार्ट करें, फिर लेफ्ट से करके राइट में निकालना है, फिर राइट से करके लेफ्ट में निकालना है, फिर लेफ्ट से करके राइट में निकालना है. इट्स लाइक अल्टरनेटिव.
आपने बोला हाई ब्लड प्रेशर में,
हाई ब्लड प्रेशर ना, हाई ब्लड प्रेशर लेफ्ट से खींचिए, लेफ्ट बंद कर राइट से छोड़िए, फिर लेफ्ट से खींचिए. आपको तो मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. You have to use both finger, राइट लेफ्ट से सांस लें, राइट से छोड़ना है. ऐसे उससे आपका ब्लड प्रेशर मतलब हाई हो जाए, मतलब लो हो जाएगा. Otherwise, you can put block one side, just you can do that as well. That's okay as well. But to get the maximum benefit, you have to take it hot for a cold air from there and through the other side. So your nasal passage stays cold. So it gives you lowers your blood pressure easier. It's much harder. Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, Sravan, just say if you've got high blood pressure, you just take the breath in through the left and out through the right all the time.
Yeah, that's it. To get the maximum, but that's sometimes difficult because you can't keep doing this in public. Public will say, "Kya kar raha hai? Pagal hai koi?" So really, what you do is just close one side with something and just one side to breathe in and out. That's okay as well. Okay. You won't get the maximum benefit. You still get the benefit anyway, no?
But if you do both of the nostrils like in and out, like you do Anulom Vilom normally, you still get benefit from it.
Yeah, but you think, but then obviously you're getting you're balancing the two together. That will help as well. But I'm saying if somebody's got very high blood pressure, then you want something quick action, then you have to do that to help. And also you can do other things is put your leg up and then breathing in, so with the gravity, your blood flows down and your blood pressure goes down as well.
Thank you, because my mom's just been diagnosed with very high blood pressure.
I know, but that's why so I'm saying what you need to do is sitting on the sofa as well, put the legs slightly above your heart so the blood flows down. So heart doesn't need to suck the blood from your leg further into heart again. So it reduces blood pressure itself. What I do sometimes is lie on the bed upside down, put my head against the headboard, fire up, and breathe in for 5 minutes and my blood pressure goes down. That's it. You can see Mali is doing it. That's simple as that. If you do that, gravity pulls your blood down, so heart needs to work less. So your blood pressure goes down.
So do that and then do the one nostril breathing in and out.
Yeah, and also obviously eating kind of foods you're eating might be salt. You have to look at the amount of salt it takes in. Drink plenty of water. And obviously, she might have other problem as well. Might be a kidney problem. I don't know. Other things might affect as well. Depending what's causing the problem. If I wish, because see, my expert is also acupressure. I go to cancer hospital. Like last week we did a lecture on acupressure. I go to cancer hospital by pressing hands. I can tell what kind of cancer they had, and that's why I use the information on the fit people to tell them they change your lifestyle. Otherwise, you're going there.
Yeah, we need to get you around Manchester the way. You're too far. It's in Scotland.
देखो मन है तो कुछ दूर नहीं है मन नहीं है next door का लोग बहुत दूर है नहीं but no but it's not me. I'm trying to teach you to do it yourself. You don't need me.
Yeah, sure.
That's my job is not my job. I love to teach, make guru chela banta hai, chela guru banta. I want to make everybody professional at their own health. It's like you go to doctor when you have a problem. Acupressure tells you you have such an issue happening, and then you can do something about it by changing your lifestyle, eating the right food, doing the right thing. And stress is one of the biggest cause of ill health. One of the best ways to reduce stress is if you all do it just now. I like it. Mani will do it as well. Just
Thank you.
tap your thymus gland. Just by tapping it, you reduce your stress.
Thank
Before,
you very much.
when you're working from the office, when you go home, tap that before you go home. Then you take your worries with you. By tapping it, you're activating by the diaphragm, activates the thymus gland, which activates your stress, anxiety, and also help to increase your immunity by increasing your activating your T cell.
Thank you.
Because sometimes what happens is so much knowledge. Sometimes I have so much. Whatever information I have, sometimes I get cross wire. My mind jump from one to other. I get kind of trip over myself as well. So I'm sorry if I make a mistake, I'll say, oops, sorry, I made a mistake. Nothing wrong with that. I'm human like you. I've never been a teacher in my life. I'm just trying to share my knowledge, my experience with all of you. Hopefully, health is your true wealth, and you all like. I see I find the God within myself. I know God exists in all of you. I want to make sure you all remain healthy and fight through the COVID-19, everything else, and do well in your life. And to see you successful sometimes makes me happy as well. I'm not one of those guys who get jealous of people. I don't. I love to see my brother and sister doing well in UK, foreign country, and being successful. And they are doing very well as well. So I'm very proud of that as well.
Thank you. God
Thank
bless
you very much, Shravanji, for very, very useful information.
Thank
you. Thank you for your time.
No, my pleasure. Thank you very much, Sanjay. Thank you.
Hello. I get ringing noise all the time in my ear.
That's a good question, right? For that, one of the best ways, take your hand like this. It's part of and clap it like this. Just by doing this, you're activating your nerve system where the things sound clear. Also, you can do it, put this and with the index finger drumming at the back. You can hear the banging. Another thing I use is the electric gun. I have the gun. If you do in the ear mode and do this mudra, Sunni Mudra. Sorry. The middle finger there. That's for hearing problem.
I've got a gun here. I don't know whether you want to show that one.
Mani will show the gun. Mani's got the gun there. But you put that in your thumb. You put that in your hand on the ear point, and put the other hand there, and that sends a current to the energy channel and it clears the problem. You do it in the hand. Somebody else needs to do it to you. Put one on the hand there, another hand on the ear. So that I've managed to fix a lot of problems like that with the people as well.
In the middle?
No, between the little finger and index finger, just there.
Oh yeah.
Left hand for right ear, right hand for left ear. Everything opposite.
Yeah, so you go to make it. You can just feel it there. Yeah, yeah.
And this one don't have to press it. It's battery operated, so I guess it's very easy to use. And they're not expensive. It's £16 including postage. I've got hundreds of them. That's why I tell you, it's not my business. I like to promote something which is healthy and not too expensive, so people can afford to and take the benefit from it. And also, we also have the book as well, PYPT book, which tells you all about the yoga as well. Anything you want to buy, I have them as well. I like to do those kind of things, and also corneal tablet as well, which is good for Gasugandha, Giloi, Neem, Tulsi, Babulka, Chalka, to promote immunity, and also good for liver and weight loss. somebody, I gave it to one of the Scottish lady when I in the nursing home where I go to teach yoga. She almost lost 20 odd kilo already in last couple of months just by doing that. And plus yoga, I told her yoga as well. I'm going to the, so really it's up to, you have to believe in it first. If you don't believe in doctor, doesn't matter how good doctor is, you won't get the benefit. It's all about placebo effect. You have to believe in yourself, what you're doing.
That's right.
So thank you very much again.
Thank you.
It's been a bit of a rough ride today. I'm sorry if I disappointed anybody. I didn't mean to. Just the way technology kind of took over my stress mode. You know, I was in stress to start with. But thank you, Maniji, as well. Thank you for the support. You know, take care. Next week we'll do pranayam. You know, next Wednesday will be pranayam.